part two solstice energy reading. Yeah, it's been so weird today. Um, so just bear with me. So the past is getting integrated in a big way. Things that haven't been cleared to the past are going to come up to the forefront, like be in your face to be cleared again so that you can reach your higher timelines. Um, the other thing with this solstice energy is that you're really going to activate like spiritually. I mean, my mediumship has expanded so much, and I'm not talking about the channel, I'm talking about just in my daily life, walking around and like getting hits, psychic hits from people. Um, your intuition, your gifts are going to really, really expand at this time. They're meant to, especially for those who have a spiritual life purpose. You're meant to grow and expand at this time. So you could be having an experience of new guides coming in, ancestors that you've never worked with before coming in, star beings and star races that you've never worked with before coming in. But there is a lot of new guidance and a lot of new energetic support for all of us who are really stepping up into our spiritual path and spiritual purposes. With that, there is a lot of protection as well, because, you know, there is a lot of spiritual warfare at the moment. But that's not thing to be afraid of. It's just to be aware that it's there. We exist in duality in this earth realm. And so there is both light and dark. And if you're just aware of the dark and you just keep shining your light, you will always be divinely directed and protected at all times. So there is nothing to worry about. But some of you are going to have more of an expansion of your spiritual gifts, your third eye. You're going to start to see more, which could bring up fearful things because of what you see. Seeing the truth of things. There is no veil. All the timelines are converging, all the timelines are collapsing. And so, because of that, it's like that's why that energy of truth and karma and justice are so strong right now in the collective. Individually, you're just going to see behind the mask. You're going to see behind the wall. You're going to see everything that you needed to see, but maybe didn't see before. And this is with people, this is with situations, this is with government, this is with the world at large. That's a good thing. But again, I'll use that Gloria Steinman quote that I used in the karma video. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. And there is such a truth to that, because sometimes when we realize like we've been duped, that can be very triggering. But this is just a time to say thank you for the lesson and keep it moving, because it is also going to be Cancer season. Cancer is represented in the tarot by the Chariot. What I am getting with this energy is full steam ahead. This is a time of quantum leaping, quantum jumping, really manifesting in everything that is meant for you again to reach your highest destiny and timeline. I'm kind of a broken record. I've been saying this for months, but it is absolutely the truth. There are big shifts and changes coming to the collective in July. There's also going to be big shifts and changes coming to the collective later on in the year. And so we have been prepared. Preparation time is over. Initiation time is over. It is time to step up, and it is time to step into all that you were meant to be. And that's what this solstice energy is going to help you with. Here is one of the tricky things of the solstice energy, and I've already been experiencing it this week especially. You know, the divide of consciousness between 5D and 3D is getting stronger. The chaos in the everyday environment is getting stronger. for those of you who are expanding your gifts, your sensitivity is also going to expand. It needs to. But it means that you're going to be empathically connecting with more, pulling in more. And so it's going to be really, really important for really good self-care and spiritual hygiene at this time. You might have to up your protection methods. You might have to up your cleansing and shielding methods. You might have to up being outside and grounding. You might have to up just sort of meditating and just being on your own, being in your own energy. If you find that that's what you need because it's just too much and you're sort of at an energetic overload, please listen to yourself. I didn't listen to myself and I got sick. And I'm still kind of dealing with that because I've just really needed to like stop and slow down. So really, really important for that. The other thing that you may notice during this time too is that you are literally existing in all worlds, in all timelines. You're going to have more of an awareness of your multidimensionality. And because of that, it's like, I had this experience this week and I've had these weird experiences this week, but what it was showing me was that I'm in the world, but not of it. And I can exist in the 3D, but not be sort of impacted and affected by the 3D stuff. So I was at the store the other night and and it was one of those like pharmacy stores that has like, you know, pharmacy stuff, but also has like other items like candy and drinks and stuff like that. So I got what I needed to pick up for myself. And then my mom wanted some candy and my daughter wanted some candy. And so I picked up my mom's candy and then realized that the candy was buy one, get one. Like they had a sale on all the candy, but the one candy that my daughter wanted was not the one that my mom wanted. So where my daughter's candy was kind of like in the aisle to check out, but like sort of at the bottom. And so I reached down to grab the candy that she likes. And there was a guy who was in line. I didn't touch him. I didn't cut in front of him, but I was close to him. I was in a close proximity to him. And he got really pissed off and triggered. And he's like, you know, that was so disrespectful. And, you know, you shouldn't have done that. And I honestly, like, again, my mind, and I wasn't in that space. And typically that would have really upset me. It would have like triggered me. But I just was like, I'm so sorry. No disrespect. Didn't mean anything. And he kept going on. And I literally just like tuned him out. Like I wasn't even in the same timeline as him because your vibration right now is going to matter. Okay. And so what was funny with that was like, he was still upset. Another lane opened up for the self-check. I went to the self-check. I checked my stuff out. And like literally as I'm leaving, the cashier walks over to me and she's like, I'm so sorry for that guy. You know, he was like being crazy. And I was just like, yeah, I don't apologize for him. Like, it's fine. But I just realized in that moment that like, I was just in a different vibrational space than him. And so we could kind of be in the same space, but just have a different experience. Like I wasn't trying to offend him. I wasn't offended by what he said, even though I think he was trying to get a rise out of me, but I just wasn't in that space to be, I was just staying in my own lane. So you're going to start to notice, sorry for rambling in this long story, but you're going to start to notice like, even when you're witnessing people triggered around you and they could be projecting all of their stuff at you, like you're going to understand that they're projecting, but you're not going to take it personally. And you're just going to be in a space where you're like in your own vibration, in your own timeline, but existing and living in this 3D world as well. So your 5D experience is going to enhance more, but the 3D experience is going to be more loud. And so just know that you always have like a safe space and a safe haven, regardless of what's going on around you. You can be in the eye of the hurricane. You do not have to be in the chaos. And if you're staying in a high vibration and allowing yourself to be in a high vibration, you're going to just stay in the eye of the hurricane, perfectly safe and sound, while there is chaos around you. But again, you always want to trust your intuition. So, with that long intro of all the timelines converging in all the worlds that we are entering into, I'm going to start with the Kyle Gray Gateway of Light Activation Oracle for this reading. Bottom of the deck, third eye activation. It says brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. Yeah, we're all going to see everything so much clearer. Again, sometimes seeing clearer and seeing the truth of things can be triggering, can be jarring, but it is absolutely for your best and highest good right now. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love for this solstice portal. What do you want everybody to know? What else wants to come through? All right. We have Anunnaki light codes. It says energetic shift, new information, and the end of a cycle. Yes. We are ending a specific evolutionary cycle that we've all had to go through. We are ending heavy karmic cycles, many of us, and shifting into new information that is going to help us shift into higher vibrational states. We have the Stargate heart. It says heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. Many of us have done so much healing work. We're really going to start to see in the physical realm, like how much healing work that we've done. And there's going to be a lot of beautiful, heartfelt, loving connections, either with soul tribe and soul family, because many of us during this time are going to connect more with our soul family. And sometimes we're being moved out of certain areas or out of certain situations so that we are in a vibrational and energetic alignment to open our heart and be in a space with open-hearted people. But the other thing too is that you're going to start to see sort of the generosity of the universe blessing you. Unexpected blessings, unexpected miracles, just things working out very easily and effortlessly if you were in the flow of that energy and you keep your heart open. Oh, I love this. The central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. And many of us are coming into these cycles of huge success, huge rebirth. Just every sort of area and aspect of our life are going to be abundant and rich with joy and happiness and the energy of the sun lighting us up from within. We have Lemurian sea codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. That was one of the things I was talking about, is embrace your sensitivity, embrace your growing sensitivity. Know that your sensitivity, your intuition is your superpower, and it makes you superhuman. And so when you can embrace it, even though sometimes it's a struggle, understand that when you embrace it, you're going to integrate it easier, and then you'll find the tools and the techniques you need to live in grace, not absorb everybody else's stuff, and kind of just really own your uniqueness, own your unique light. And then we have Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. There is a full system upgrade happening at this time, especially for those of us entering into the summer solstice. We are being immersed by the light, literally and metaphorically. And because of that, it's going to help us to stand in our light and stand in our power. What is important, though, bottom of the deck with Earth Star activation, is anchoring, grounded action, and Isis energy. Isis is magic. And so you're really going to come into more of your ability to work with the elements, water, the earth, the air, fire, your spiritual gifts. And that's going to help you to anchor in more of the energy of your manifestation and more of your power. But what is important is that you do need to ground at this time. As above, so below. Okay, so if you're feeling ungrounded, if you're feeling scattered, if you're feeling anxious, do whatever it is that helps you to ground into the energy of the earth. Be outside in nature. If you can go swimming, go swimming. If you can sit under a tree or walk on the earth barefoot, go do that for yourself. Spend at least 5-10 minutes a day. If you can't do longer, but spend time outside grounding your energy. It's going to help you integrate everything in that you're meant to experience at this time. All right. We are going to get into the tarot. I am using the Thelma Tarot today. Higher self, Holy Spirit. What further messages and advice do you have for all of us for this incredible energy portal? One more card, Spirit. And these two want to pop out. Yeah, but they work. All right. Interestingly enough, the two first cards that popped out were the Seven of Swords and the Devil. You're going to be more aware, and this is the message that I've been getting so strongly, of the deception in your environment, where you're deceiving yourself, where you're holding yourself down and holding yourself back to lower vibrational energies and experiences. But also, these things are going to become more apparent in your life during this time, beginning with the solstice and going further. And so this is a time where you're really going to come into truth of people, situations, certain things that are really keeping you from fulfilling your highest goals and destiny. This is also a time that I mentioned too, where there is heavy spiritual warfare. So you really need to protect yourself, protect your energy. Do what you can to stay in a high vibrational state and work more on protective, energetic hygiene at this time, whether that is crystals, whether that is sage, smudging, Palo Santo, Florida water, whatever it is that you do, you want to have the armor of God, I'm hearing, around you during this time, because you are breaking through this energy and breaking out of this energy and entering into a beautiful, beautiful shift. And I'm saying that because of the rest of the cards, but I actually want to pull a clarifier for the Seven of Swords and the Devil. You have to remember the devil is a liar. Clarifier, okay. If you stay in balance, okay, these energies that are out of balance will not impact you during this time. So this is a time, balance the give and take, balance how much energy you're putting out, and knowing that if it's reciprocal and you're receiving energy back, that's good. But this energy cannot harm you or affect you if you stay in balance, okay? So balance is the key during this time. Stay balanced within yourself. I'm hearing for some of you, stay balanced with your spending because of the Six of Pentacles. For some of you, stay balanced with your giving. If you're always giving and people aren't giving back to you, take a step back, start to give more to yourself, all right? Then we have the Two of Cups though. There is such a strong energy of not just union, but coming together with people who are meant to be in your energetic vibration and alignment. So for some of you, you're leaving behind toxic and karmic situations because you're coming into more balance, and you're coming into the true love, the true partnerships, and the true companions that you're meant to be in alignment with at this time. I love this depiction because it's the two dolphins, but the energy is so balanced. Again, balance is the key to work with these energies at this time. We have the Six of Swords, leaving behind stress, leaving behind toxicity, leaving behind negativity, and moving into calmer waters. As they move forward, they're moving into more light. And so for some of you, coming into balance within yourself is just going to bring you into more peace, more happiness, more light, and union. Some of you, this is a physical move that you need to make to bring in the healing that wants to come through at this time with temperance coming out. Temperance is an energy of healing. Temperance is an energy of caution. Temperance is an energy of balance. And so balance is showing up all over this reading, but it's a really, really beautiful energy. You are healing. You are moving forward. You are letting go of deception, lies, manipulation, toxic energies, and any toxic people or situations that no longer serve you. And as you do that, you come into your power with the magician. You are magic. You are the magician. And you have all the tools to create everything that you want and desire for your life. And so as you're going forward, as you're healing, you're going to start to see there's more magic in your life. There's more ability to manifest. Your manifestations won't be blocked. For some of you, you're coming into huge manifestations and you've manifested this higher timeline with the Judgment card coming out. This is ascension. This is rebirth. This is that resurrection energy that came up in the one of the Kyle Gray cards. I think it was the sun activation, the central sun activation card. But here's your rebirth. Here's your rebirth of light. You're immersing into more of your authentic self, more of your true nature, more of your soul. You're integrating in everything. And because of that, you're entering into a higher level that brings in great wealth, great stability. We got the Ten of Pentacles. This is the pinnacle. This is the peak of wealth and abundance in your life. It's going to fill your world. You're going to have more than enough to spare and share with others, but do it in a balanced way. But also, this is generational wealth. This is the wealth of spirit and the wealth of your gifts and talents that you are able to share with the world as you step into your higher timeline, and you'll experience this level of wealth and abundance for generations to come. It's like you've healed generational curses, healed and balanced any negative timelines that or lower timelines for you that needed to come into balance. And because of that, the universe is gifting you and rewarding you in a big way. As I mentioned before, beginning that solstice energy on that day or right after on the 22nd of June, full speed ahead. Everything is moving forward. There is this huge positive momentum, this huge big shift of energy that is just propelling us to quantum leap. All right. And so with the Eight of Wands, travel, movement, energetic movement, things that were stuck or locked are now unlocked, unstuck, moving forward. There's huge breakthrough energy. For some of you too, this is communication, getting that finally getting the communication that you've been waiting on that shifts things forward for you in a very, very positive way. Now, I just grabbed this because I meant to grab the bottom of the deck, which is the Ace of Wands. I had seen it before, right? But these two cards flew off the top. So there are these beautiful new beginnings, huge expansion. But there's also so much healing, so much love, and so much wish fulfillment coming in as well, which is absolutely beautiful. It's like you are getting your wishes fulfilled because you are stepping in and stepping up into your divine destiny. So this is a really beautiful time. Again, This is going to be amplified though in your life. And so anything that's toxic, anything that's not serving you from reaching that higher timeline, you're going to be asked to remove it. You're going to be asked to walk away from it. Or it's just going to be taken from you so that it cannot impact all of the incredible blessings that are coming in. All right, because there are amazing blessings coming in for all of us who have been doing the work and who have been on the path for a long time. So it's actually a really, really beautiful time. All right, final messages. I am going to use Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards by Izzy Ivy. Absolutely love this deck. As I'm cutting the deck, the alignment card. You are in alignment with your highest good. And oh, look at that. There's 2 dolphins here. Some of you are moving into alignment with your divine counterpart, with your twin flame, that 2 of Cups energy. That is, nothing is a coincidence in the fact that there's 2 dolphins here and then 2 dolphins on this card. Some of you are really coming into alignment with that true partner, your true love. And so that's absolutely beautiful. All right, Spirit, final messages. Final messages. Heart chakra, unflurrying back to love. Second time the heart chakra has come up, this portal is going to very much activate the heart, especially because it's the beginning of Cancer season, which is all about being open-hearted, being nurturing, being compassionate. And so there's a lot of healing of the heart energy. There's a lot of forgiveness coming in at this time. Dragonflies could be significant because I'm drawn to the dragonfly. That could be a sync from the universe for you. Dolphins could be significant as well, especially the pair of dolphins. What else, Spirit, do you want to bring through? Sacral chakra, the core of creation. Really tapping into that creative life force energy, that Kundalini energy. For some of you, that's what you're going to have a huge Kundalini activation during this time. As I'm brought to this energy of like the sun, that's really going to help you step into your power and your spiritual gifts. One final message, Spirit. Okay, a couple flew out. We have the infinite. You are an infinite being. You are a multidimensional being, and now you are integrating in all the infinite parts and aspects of you. This is a huge time of soul fragment reclamation. You're reclaiming your power. You're reclaiming everything that you are meant to be in this world and stepping up into the highest alignment of your highest destiny. And you are fully, fully supported in that at this time as well. And then the last card that flew out was full spectrum. Complete chakra balancing, complete alignment with yourself, complete alignment, I'm hearing, with the source and with your divine gifts. And I'm going to read the full spectrum message real quick, since it is the final card. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring through with that. Creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles, going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of duality, raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to the ancestors, shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. That exponential growth is coming through. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land, and honoring the full spectrum of life. That is the main message with this energy portal, whether it is going to be your summer solstice or your winter solstice. It is the activation of the full spectrum and honoring the full spectrum of life, honoring your multidimensionality, creating heaven on earth, and bringing in that exponential growth, that exponential spiritual growth that is your divine destiny at this time. So, wow, very powerful time, very powerful energies. You got this. You are loved and supported profoundly. Thank you for being on this journey with me, and I'm sending you my love and my gratitude. May you be blessed in all ways, and may you always have everything that you need and be in divine alignment with your highest good.